What's up, everybody? It's your boy Harrison. I'm coming at you again with another impromptu video. It's Saturday morning. I'm playing Daddy Duty. Dahlia's in the other room playing on the Switch, so I figured, hey, let's jump on here and make another little video. Well, I don't know if you guys seen Pokey Innie's video talking about the allocations for Journey Together, but it's looking about the same as it's been. There's no change, at least thus far. Too many stores wanting it. Not enough stores getting that much. Pre-orders are going to be insane. So once again, if you're going to pre-order with somebody you know that has honored their pre-orders in the past. There's been enough tests now to where you should be able to tell if somebody's going to screw you over or not. Those guys that relisted them at a higher price after canceling pre-orders and all that stuff, don't shop with them. I mean, that's just dumb. I shouldn't have to tell you that, but I'm just going to remind you that, hey, there are people out there that did some shark shit, so you should probably not go swimming with them. Just wanted to bring that up. Journey Together is a smaller set. There's not as much hype built around it as Prismatic, but it's still selling out like it is. It's still going super inflated prices. The distros are doing what they're doing. Look, I don't have a distributor yet. I'm still working on an email list. Once I get a distributor, I'll be a little bit more forthcoming with more information about that. I have friends who have distributors. I know a little bit about how it works. There's a lot of conspiracy theory around those guys right now and around distributors. So, a lot of people think they're withholding product until the second wave. They're like, hey, your first wave, we'll give it to you at the market. At the price, wholesale price. And then the second wave that comes through, we're going to have to charge market price. I'm sorry, but that's just what it is, blah, blah, blah. And, a lot of people are thinking they're actually withholding a lot of product, only giving people a certain amount of allocation. So, of course, they're going to need that second wave ASAP. And what are people to do? Not pay the price? To not give the distro their money? I mean, they can't do that because once they do that, they've broken their bond with the distro and their allocations are going to be crappy for the next set. So it's just this big whole cluster. You know what it is. It's a big whole screwball game. But yeah, so that's out there. That's happening. Journey Together is still showing the same patterns as Prismatic, which kind of sucks because the format's changing for the trading card game, the actual game. The reason the cards were invented. Yeah, so the format's changing, and people are really hoping that some of these cards are going to show what the new format is going to look like. And, we know it's going to be a slower pace, and we know there's going to be a lot of our favorite and staple cards like Radiant cards and Vs and V-Stars are all gone. So basically you're focusing only on, G and H cards and whatever they drop in these new sets. So a lot of people are hoping to get their hands on these cards so they can start building competitive decks, myself included. I want to get it for the site as well, but you guys know where I'm at. I'm sorry, like the site, I've got some Japanese products, some excellent Japanese product up on there now. I've got a little bit of Paradox Rift left, but the English product is really hard to get right now, and I'm just not going to charge you guys for newer sets. I'm not going to charge you crazy prices for newer sets. It's just not going to happen. I'm looking now to get some cases of maybe some Silver Tempest or something like that, so I can sell at a decent price and still stay in business here. I'm looking to see what I can do. There's also Chinese 151, which I think is excellent. It's beautiful, and I wouldn't mind getting that. So I'm looking at maybe getting some of that for the site. Not really sure yet. Not sure on pricing. Still working out all the details, so I don't want to promise anything. But those are the directions I'm looking in. I'm also trying through other means like local game stores and stuff like that, trades, to see if I can't get some sealed product for you guys, because I want to have some stuff on the site. It's just business has been stagnant. This market has made it crazy, and Japanese products going up through the roof. So the restock on Japanese is going to cost me more, which means I'm going to have to charge more. People don't care about Japanese MSRP, but I still care about charging you crazy prices. That's not what I want to be. That's not why I started this. And of course, I would start this during a bull market where this is just going to have to be the case. But that's not all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about a couple other things, namely these rumors, these thoughts, stimulus checks. Now, I know you Americans, you start foaming at the mouth when you hear stimulus checks. There's good things and bad things about it. That money is supposed to be so people can catch up on the bills that they've screwed over with the high economy and the way that payment from your job is working. That money is supposed to be allocated toward food, resources, bills, things like that, because inflation has been insane in America. If you don't live here, then you might see a little bit of it, but people are really suffering right now because of they're working harder, taking extra jobs, they got two side hustles, and they still can't make the bills. That's crazy. So these stimulus checks, if they are even a thing, $5,000, by the way, is what the rumor is. And if these stimulus checks go out, first off, Americans aren't going to do the responsible thing. They're going to go buy a bunch of TVs. They're going to go buy a bunch of PlayStation 5s. And they're going to buy collectibles. They're going to buy a bunch of things they can flip and turn that $5,000 into $17,000. Like, they're not going to do what they're supposed to do with that money. That scares me. When you got a blister pack that's going to end up being $60 because everybody's jumping in the market with their stimulus checks, that idea scares the crap out of me. I'm not going to lie. So I don't know. I'm not saying that is going to happen, but if it does, it's something to worry about, because I don't know, man. It's like this market is already insane enough. And I've said it before. I don't think it's going to stay like this long. There will be cracks showing up soon. I think within these next set or two, there's going to be some cracks. Pokemon Company, I think, has something up their sleeve. They're going to do something. I've heard from insiders, like people that I know what they're talking about, that they've got new warehouses, new printing places they're working on. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I have a guy in North Carolina who works there, and he says they're printing, and he won't tell me exactly what sets yet. I guess he's scared of getting in trouble. But pretty much newer sets. So I'm thinking Surgeon Sparks and maybe Paldean Fates if we're lucky. Some specialty set type stuff. 151, which they've already printed the crap out of 151, but it hasn't made the price go down, has it? So I don't know. I don't know what that really even means, but they are printing the crap out of the stuff right now. Hopefully, it's going to take a few months. It takes about 8 months. A print cycle takes about 8 months. So they start printing something about 8 months before, and they guess how much they're going to need based on previous data. So all of that stuff added together leads us to where we just don't know what's coming, guys. They could print all day and all night, and it's still, we don't know what sets they're printing. So it sounds like, yeah, Stellar Crown, Paldean Fates, Surgeon Sparks, those sets we'll be getting some reprints, maybe some Rift, maybe some Paradox Rift. I'm not sure. I don't want to go on the record saying that. I will get you more information as I get it. But yeah, that is what it is. I also kind of wanted to talk about diversification, because Japanese, if you're a business owner or if you're somebody who is in the space trying to become a business owner, diversification is important, because when markets are hot and it's a selling market, it's all good when you got something to sell. But when you have to buy stuff to sell, it makes it insane. And so diversification is important. That's why people have Japanese and American. That's why they go into Korean and Chinese as well, because when this market's doing too hot or when they can't buy stuff at this, they at least have this to fall back on. And, I'm looking at diversification, but I see a lot of it right now as distraction. So it's kind of hard for me to jump on board. I mean, there's One Piece. There's, of course, Magic the Gathering. I'm super stoked for the Final Fantasy set. I'm going to try to get a collector's box. I mean, that thing's probably going to be, $750, $800 to get it. I can't believe that, but I want to get a collector's box to put on my shelf, and I want to get 4 regular boxes to play the decks. Kind of the same way with the Warhammer 40K Magic the Gathering decks that I want to get. So I want to get the collector's box, which is like $1,300 right now with all 4 decks, commander decks in it. And then I want to get the 4 commander decks to play with, because I know you've heard me talk with my cousin Dale. Magic the Gathering was one of his big things, and I played those decks with him. So it's kind of a nostalgia thing for me. So eventually, when I do make the money, I will be forking it out to buy those things. But that's besides the point. Sorry, I'm just rambling at this point. But diversification. Now, there are other things coming. There's new TCGs coming. I'm most excited about League of Legends. I don't play the game as much. I do like it. I'm not that good at it. I'm okay, but I'm not like rising through the ranks or anything. I love the lore. Runeterra has excellent lore. It changes and they retcon things all the time, but I don't mind that either. I really enjoy the lore of Runeterra and that universe. I think there's a lot of potential for the League of Legends trading card game. I think the first couple of iterations, the first couple of sets are going to be a little lackluster, but hey, you can expect that. Look at I mean, I know we think it's beautiful now, nostalgia wise, but look at the first run of Pokemon. They didn't know if it was going to catch on. They didn't know what it was going to do. They printed some cards and they put them out, you know. And I think that's what League of Legends is going to do. That's what Riot's going to do. They're going to drop this card game. It might not have the best art. It might not have super full art cards when it comes out, but it does have interesting playability and the formats. And you can play 3-player games and multiple player games. I think it's like 2 to 6 play. I can't remember exactly, but there's ways that you can all play together, which sounds really interesting. They're not. It's not just a hit and go kind of card game. There's going to be building and atmosphere and environmental things involved. It looks very interesting, and they're testing it right now in China. So I'm really hoping to get my hands on even some Chinese cards soon. I want to see them. I'll debut them on the channel. I know this is a Pokemon card channel. I'm sorry, guys. But right now we're talking about diversification, and you know, something that we can look into are these other trading card games, which sucks for me because Pokemon's what I really want to focus on. I also love Warhammer 40K. I also love comic books. You know, I could put those things on my site and sell them too. And I do eventually want to be a collectibles store. But right now, I see all of those things as a distraction from the fact that I want to be collecting sealed product to sell to my customers at a fair price. So that's really where I'm at. It's just like, what do I do? Everything's stagnant. My business is, I mean, I'm selling 1 or 2 boxes every day or two. And once those are gone, I'm going to have to shill out a bunch of money that I don't want to get more product. And I'm going to have to up pricing, which I don't like. It's all conflicting. I don't want to sit here and sound like a negative Nancy or like, oh, he's quitting before it even got started, because I'm not done yet, guys. I say it all the time, stay the course. I'm here for the long haul. We'll figure this out. The market will show cracks soon. There will be chances to buy things. There'll be a dip. Something will happen, and I'll have to make sure I'm liquid at that point. I'll have to keep some cash in my pocket for when this comes. And as of right now, I don't even have that. So, I mean, I'm just in a dirty spot. I want to be transparent with you guys and tell you what's going on. So just wanted to cover all that. The diversification thing is definitely something I'm looking into, but as I said, it's more of a distraction. It takes away. I could be spending money on that. It could not sell when I could take that money and buy a case of Silver Tempest, place that up on the site, and it would sell. So I'm kind of looking towards something like that, you know, buying some Brilliant Stars, some Silver Tempest, some sets like that. Maybe some other things if I can find them reasonably enough priced. There's certain sites you can get them from, which I won't even name because I don't like supporting them because of what they do and how they do business. They parade themselves as wholesale, and what they're really doing is worse than what distributors are doing to stores. But you just have to be in on that or not. So people recommend me to shop to those guys all the time, and I can't do it. If I do ever do it, then I will let you know that's what I did, because I'm a principled guy and I want to stick to my guns. But yeah, I know this has been all over the place kind of video, but I just wanted to talk about a few things. I mean, the stimulus checks thing is crazy. I know it's just a rumor, but this is something that could happen, and when it does happen, things are going to get even more crazy. So I don't know what to tell you. If you're a collector, if you're a business owner, if you're somebody who just wants to crack pack with your kids, it's just tough right now, guys. And I mean, it's gonna continue to be. But all we can do is just hold out and stay the course, like I always say. Now, I do want to talk shop for a minute. We are in the Discord, in our personal business owners section of our Discord. I'm talking to a bunch of other creators on PokeBriBri's Discord, which go to PokeBriBri's channel, join his Discord. The guy's got it going on. He's got a mastermind he's setting up right now where a bunch of us content creators get together. We share information, we share tips and tricks. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with that right now. I love you, PokeBriBri. Thank you for all your support and all your help, brother. I hope y'all watching me go over and give him all the love in the world. He's doing a lot behind the scenes, and he's a freaking smart guy. He knows what's up, and he's just going to keep getting bigger. So, I mean, somebody like me who, I expect to grow really slow, I can't believe that I'm even in contact with somebody like him, and he, is very kind to me. Treats me like a friend, like he's known me forever, and I couldn't be more appreciative. So go join his Discord. Go check him out. Go watch his videos. PokeBriBri is awesome. But a bunch of us creators are getting together, and we're doing a panel We're gonna if you have any questions, I guess I can put it up here on a post on YouTube, and I also put it on my Instagram and my TikTok and my Facebook, whatever. I don't get any traffic there, but I'll um uh, I'll post up, kind of like a questionnaire type thing. What questions do you have? Blah blah blah. What topics do you want us to discuss? We're gonna have a couple topics, a couple questions for each other, a couple things we want to talk about. Maybe some frustrations to vent. You can expect to see some interesting characters. We have people from all walks. We have investors. We have just content creators. We have business owners. We have every part of the hobby who's going to be joining in on this panel. There's just one gentleman who won't be able to join us for the first one, which is unfortunate because I really respect him, and that's Pokeball Cards. I'll go ahead and drop his name. Go follow, subscribe, like everything for him too. He's a great guy. He's a solid investor, an actual investor. He knows what investing means. You've heard me talk about it before, is that, not just flipping, but getting stuff, sitting on it, watching it appreciate, understanding the market, and selling on nostalgia later down the line, making your money, and then some. Like, this guy knows what he's doing. I would like to have him on the panel because he's a freaking genius, in my opinion. He knows a lot about different sets. He knows a lot about different cards. He's got great takes on a lot of things. It's hard not to agree with just about everything he says. And a very calming voice too. He could he could just talk, and I would be like, all right, cool. But yeah, no, shout out to Pokeball. He's an awesome guy. He will be on the panel. I'm not sure if he's going to be on this first one. We have some scheduling issues, but he will be on a future panel. So just look out for us, guys. We're going to be having some cool stuff coming. And yeah, join the Discord. That link will be in the description. Join my email list so I can alert you when I get these new products. Whether it be me diversifying and getting another TCG or the English products finally in, you want to know first, join that email list. I can't stress that enough, because the way I'm doing business is the people that join that email list are going to find out first. I'm going to send them an email that says, hey, I got this much of this product. Are you in? Do you want to buy? Yes or no? Because if you tell me yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that one aside for you. And that's just how I want to do business, because I've got too many people fighting over stuff in Costco, and too many people in lines cussing each other out, calling each other scalpers, when they're all just in the same space doing different things. I don't care what you're doing with the product, but if you're loyal to somebody, they should be loyal to you. Okay, so that's all I'm trying to do, is create that kind of place. I want to get enough product where everybody can rip Zards all day long, but that's just not what the market's allowing us to do right now. So join the email list. I'll get in touch with you guys. I'll let you know when the new product hits, and you can go ahead and reserve what you want to then. And the inventory that actually goes on the site will be what's not spoken for. So yeah, just wanted to drop that. Wanted to talk about a couple things. The stimulus check thing's got me going crazy. I still haven't played some of the games I want to. I got some streaming stuff coming up. I'm upping my upload speed so I can multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube. I'm going to start gaming a little bit, because that's one of my big passions too. I know a lot of lore about a lot of different games, guys. So it'll be fun to sit and play and talk lore with you guys. You guys can ask me questions about whatever it is we're playing. And for this channel specifically, I'm going to be starting with, I think, Pokemon Fire Red. And we're going to play that one through. And we're going to go on through all the Pokemon games. So that should be fun. I'm going to even be playing the ROM hacks. Not all of them, but I think there's about 4 or 5 Pokemon ROM hacks that every Pokemon fan should see. The stories are amazing. Some of the things they added, the mechanics. There's some awesome Pokemon ROM hacks. It was brought up to me by Piggly Wiggly here on YouTube. He asked whether or not I was going to be playing those. I am for sure. So I just wanted to put that out there. Sorry about the information dump. Sorry about rambling. It's another Saturday morning impromptu stream, and video, and I'm just talking thoughts. All right. We've been in the Discord talking about a bunch of stuff with the business owners. Everybody's scared of this and that and the other. We're all trying to figure out how we can make it best in this space, and it looks like, if nothing else, at least we're coming together, and I'm very proud of that. Like, all of these content creators, all of these business owners, we're not competing with one another. We're sharing secrets. We're saying, hey, do you want to buy this from me at a cheaper price? Do you want to, how can I help your business? There's so much of that going on, guys, that fuck the market. Like, I'll go ahead and say it. Like, I don't even care right now, because there's so much kindness going on behind the scenes. There's so many good people that I thought it was going to be a bunch of scummy business people trying to take advantage. No, these are just guys that love what they're doing. Most of them have 9-to-5 everyday jobs. Some of them have distro access, and they care about this hobby. They care about what they're doing. They care about providing a good service to their customers. And I couldn't be prouder to be part of that community. So thank you to all you guys, all you creators, I'll eventually go through them all. They'll be on the panel anyway. But I don't know. I just wanted to jump on here and talk about it a little bit. I will be doing a couple videos soon that you guys have been asking for, some collection show offs. I'm going to show Tuesday, which is like 4 days away, 3 days away. I'm going to be taking a batch of cards to get graded. So I would like to go through my box of cards I'll eventually want to get graded. I'll do a video on that where I show off some of those cards. Now, I'm not going to pull them out of the card savers because I'm bad enough at putting them in there, but I will show you the cards. I will show you what I'm planning on grading, and we'll go over maybe some values or what possibly I can make off of it. Because I say my business is stagnant right now, but if I just sold off my collection, then I would have some money coming in. So, if you're a business owner, keep that in mind, dude. Don't get high on your own supply. Don't be like me. Don't just love the cards so much that you can't get rid of them. I actually do want to have a business here. I want to have something I can share with my children and leave to them. So yeah, I don't know. This video is all over the freaking place. I don't even know what I'm going to thumbnail and title it now. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here. Just wanted to talk to you guys, let you know about a couple of thoughts. These Saturday morning talks are going to become a regular thing because I wake up on Saturday, I'll have my cup of coffee, me and Dahlia will play for a little bit, and I'll be like, you know what, I should talk about this or that. But yeah, I think if you're still here by now, then you're a buddy anyway. You're just somebody who's here to hear how we feel and what we got going on, and I really appreciate you, man. And as always, I want you guys to stay kind to one another and happy collecting.